Hi everyone, I'm Sahar. I'm a life coach. I'm a metaphysical therapist and author of 2 books. My books are related to the topic that I would be speaking about today, that is the spiritual insights and past life regression therapy. And what is the connection? So this is my second book, which is all case studies about past life regression. And today I want to address queries about past life regression, because especially after the release of Because Time Does Not Heal, I am getting a lot of queries from people who either want to know about it or want to experience it. But first thing first, I want to thank you for visiting my channel and staying with me. I hope you are enjoying the content. So what is past life regression therapy? It is actually a therapy, as the name suggests, which means it is not just about going and seeing a past life, but also to be able to understand where your challenges are getting originated from. It is about tapping into your subconscious mind. It is about almost doing a surgery of your soul and your subconscious mind. So it is a tricky business. It is not something I suggest that you should do on your own. It is really important to have a seasoned therapist and work with a therapist, at least initially. Or you can even go and train yourself and learn how to do it if you're so intrigued and if you don't want to, be dependent on a therapist. How my story started is that somewhere in 2005, 2006, I had something that went drastically wrong. Not really wrong, but unpleasant at that time, because there's no right and wrong in my life. And I was really searching for answers, and I couldn't find any answer to what I was going through. And my entire life and also myself were completely shattered, and I couldn't find a solution. I couldn't escape. I couldn't run away. I couldn't hide. I couldn't fight. I was so exhausted. So a friend of mine from college suggested that since you have done so much and you cannot find the answer to this challenge, why don't you explore a past life? Now the good thing is I had already read a book by Dr. Brian Weiss called Many Lives, Many Masters, and I was kind of prepared. And because I have a very curious mind, I was quite intrigued with the idea, and if nothing else, it felt like an adventure. Even though I don't suggest you should do the same, but because perhaps this was my path, so it was a very strong calling that I wanted to go and experience one. So we find a therapist, and unfortunately she wasn't a seasoned therapist, which we got to know later on. But even though everything kind of didn't happen ideally, but because it was my journey and I had to go through this was the most life-changing experience for me. It not only changed my life, it not only answered my questions, but also it changed me as a person. It took me from where I was and brought me to where I am. Now, how does past life regression really work is that it is only meant for those who have a pressing issue, something that they're not able to find answers for, and something that's really bothersome. Let's say fears and phobias, repeated patterns, unhealthy patterns of relationship, financial struggle, health issues. So, but if you have done everything and now you feel that you really can't find the answer, it is quite possible you will find the solution in one of your past lives. Does only one session help you? Possible. In probably 70-75% of the cases, yes. If your issue, your presenting issue, is deeper and has too many layers, too many different angles and dimensions to it, you may require actually more number of sessions. Past life regression is actually an experience of going back and really wanting to understand what in the first place caused this pattern. Going to the very origin of the issue and removing the cause or changing the cause or reprogramming the subconscious mind, if it is suitable at that point to do so, in order to change the effect. So past life regression is actually something that needs to be very precise. it needs to be timely, and the therapist should be seasoned. Why I keep pressing on this point is because it is important for you to understand from where this originated. It is not necessary all our issues are originated in the past life. Sometimes there are other therapies like inner child therapy, gestalt therapy, shadow work, or family constellation that also can help. But because we are talking about past life, we want to understand how this works, and for that we need to have an understanding of how the mind works. So we have a conscious mind which is looking for answers. This is the mind which is logically thinking what I'm going through is not correct, it is exhausting me, I'm getting tired, your body is giving up, your emotional state is not okay. So the conscious mind is the one which is actually seeing all this and then nudging you to go find the solution or the answer. Now the subconscious mind, which is anything between 6,000 to 10,000 times more powerful, and also has 92% capacity of your total mental capacity, is where usually the answer is. And why you need to work with a therapist? Because we do not have the access to the subconscious mind. There is a particular technique, I mean not one technique, but there are techniques that can help you tap into the subconscious mind. And again, it is important that you go and only access the memories which are related to the pressing issue. Realize that your mind is actually a part of the collective mind. It has access to billions of memories and patterns and beliefs and fears. But we do not want to go and open all those things like an open wound and open the Pandora box, and now we would be in a mess. We won't know what to do with it. So it is very, very important that we go and actually precisely go where the surgery needs to be done. Why I say surgery? Because I do believe it's a surgery of your soul. The same way you do not want your body to be cut open by just anyone to heal it, in the same manner, you do not want to give access to your subconscious mind just to anyone who is not seasoned. I am telling this because I went through it. So I had to, once I got trained by Dr. Brian Weiss and two other great teachers, I had to go back and actually complete the process of healing those lifetimes which I had seen with that lady. And for the records, I have seen 800 of my own lifetimes, maybe 801, 802. And also I have experienced past life regression through my clients while facilitating them to go through this therapy, almost in 9 to 10,000 cases. So you see, I am speaking of past life because not only I have experienced it myself, but also because I teach the subject and I have worked with many, many clients. Now, is it harmful? It is not. In 90% of the cases, it is a very safe process. There are cases where people have gone into a past life, but because the issue wasn't really addressed or wasn't healed the way it should have been, or the trauma was not completely released, the person felt uncomfortable. So I've had very few cases where people have come to me and said that the past life they did, after that they're having certain issues and they don't know what is happening. So then we had to go back to the same past life and actually recover and find solutions and release and heal whatever needed to be done. So you understand, it is not just a meditation. There are people who see past life regression, past lives in their meditation, but they're not healing it. They're just opening a lifetime. Now, if you have had a life span of, let's say, 80 years, and in your meditation you could manage to see 3 minutes of it, you would not know what else happened pre and post those 3 minutes and what all other wounds would have opened up. So I really, really suggest that work with a therapist, especially initially, and just don't do it on your own. It's not a good idea. The other question people have is that if I do a past life, will I come out of it? Of course you will come out of it. It is lighter than your sleep. If you can sleep where your soul almost detaches from the body and goes where it is supposed to go, accesses information, maybe visit different realms, universes and dimensions, so you can come back from a past life. One, it is guided. Secondly, you are in a semi-hypnosis state. Can only hypnosis be the way we do a past life regression? So many people ask me because there is fear of hypnosis. No, there are non-hypnosis hypnotic ways of doing a past life, and there are in fact many techniques. Does the past life help my body heal? Yes, of course it does help not only your body heal, but your mind, your soul heal. It also can help if certain type of techniques are used to actually release the energy imprints from the cellular level. So what happens is we have a memory and we also have a cellular memory. That is why when you go to a gym after 3 years of not working out, the first second rep you do is kind of difficult. You're trying to get used to it, but suddenly your muscles start remembering how they used to do the same exercise before, and then your form gets corrected. You realize, okay, this is how it was. The distance from my elbow from my torso was this much. I need to come only this much up if I'm doing a biceps, or whatever. So basically we do have a cellular memory, and we can release issues even from the cellular memory, but that is a slightly deeper level of work, and it is important that your therapist decides to do that for you. Can we heal anger issues? Yes, anything to do with your mind, your emotion, your finances, your relationship, and even physical health can be healed. However, you need to understand, to heal anything, it is important to go and understand what was the lesson which was left, what are the unfinished businesses which needs to be completed, which are the entanglements that need to be released and let go, and what are the things that need to be actually brought forth. The other question is, can I go and find my life purpose from my past life? You can get an idea or an information if you're ready for your life purpose. If you're not, I don't even suggest you attempt it. Can I bring the gifts back from my past life? Yes, you can do that, but why not focus on the gifts which are meant for you in this lifetime and discover those? So I hope this video has given you a brief idea about how past life regression works. If you like this, you can always tell me in the comments for more such videos, for more such content, and I can go deeper if this is a topic that interests you. I would love to see your comments and your suggestions or your questions, and it would be a pleasure to answer all of that. Thank you and have a great day.